Welcome back to another one. All right, today we're talking about life insurance. Life insurance is done well. Now, how do you do life insurance the right way? It's not just go to your life insurance agent and you know pick up the best policy. Yeah, that's one way. But when I say life insurance done right, I'm talking about a new wave of building your legacy, a new way of building your financial structure for the future. Okay, and it's not necessarily a new way because the wealthy have been doing it. People are already doing it, and you can't do it yourself until you know about it, until you know it's there. You know what I'm saying? So, life insurance done the right way. What I want to explain today is a new way of not a new way, but to just kind of show you another way of creating that wealth for the future. So, 95% of America today live in this area. They live in this cycle of building wealth for the long term. Okay, 95%, and you know, we all know it. We've all heard it. The go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a good job, and buy a house, live happily ever after. We've all heard that one. We all know it. And sadly, but the truth, sadly, that's where 95% of America is. 95% of America is right there in that cycle till this day. Okay, 95% of America, and John and Susan with their two kids, Alex and Eddie. You know, John goes to work. He gets a good job. He grows up. He gets the good grades. He goes to college. He gets a good job. The minute he gets his job, he hits to HR. He tells HR, "Hey, look, I wanna start my 401k." What does he do with that 401k? He puts it in the stock market. I have a question for you guys. Do you think that the stock market is 100% safe? Can you trust the stock market with your money? 100%, yes or no? Can you is it liquid? Can you pull it out in 7 to 5 business days? Can you pull your money out of the stock market within 7 to 5 business days? Do you get a tax write-off for investing in the stock market? Then why, depending on what you said, because my answers are always no. Whenever I ask myself that question, my answers are always no. It's not safe. There is no tax write-off for the stock market. There is no. It's not as liquid as I would like it to be. So why the hell is it the first thing that we do? Why do we put our 401k into the stock market? If it's not liquid, if it's not safe, and if it's not a tax write-off. Like, I don't mind paying taxes, I just don't want to pay more than I need to pay. Okay? And the next thing Eddie does, or John does, is he builds a 6 to 12 month reserve. He's like, all right, I got this great job, and just in case anything happens, I need to start saving. I need to start saving now because anything can happen in the future, and you cannot know everything that's gonna happen. You cannot prepare for everything, but you can be ready for most things, my friend. You can be ready for most things that happen in your life. You see what I'm saying? And if you can be ready for most of those things that happen, then you can slowly start to build. You can slowly start to get ready. You can slowly start to prep yourself, both physically and mentally, for the rest of the things that are going to happen. I heard once that a tsunami hits with 3 different waves. 3 different waves. Now, you can't be ready for the tsunami when it comes. Okay? When the tsunami hits you, it is smacking you. Okay? It doesn't come with a phone call warning. It's not gonna call you up and be like, hey, look, I'm about to hit. Be prepared. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen like that. But what is gonna happen is the first wave is gonna come, then the second wave, and then the third wave. And that's what I mean. You cannot be prepared for everything. You can't be prepared for all three waves. But you can be prepared for the first one, maybe even the second one. See what I'm saying? The first wave hits, and he's like, okay, let's get ready for the second one. Come on, guys, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. That's the second wave. That's being prepared. And what do I mean by being prepared for the first one? You hear the sirens? Get the hell out. Okay, I live in Hawaii, and the beaches are everywhere. So whenever I go to the beach, it's just like that. It's not a tsunami wave, but when you're getting pounded, when the waves are coming in, ooh boy, ooh, some scary stuff, bro. Some scary stuff, especially out in Nanakuli. Oh, guys, telling you right now, okay? You'll be sitting in that water, and you're waiting for the waves to come in, and when that first one smacks you upside the head and puts you in the water, you come back up for air, and then boom, another one smacks you upside the head, and you go back down, and you come back up for air, and another one, boom! You're not prepared. You're not prepared. You cannot be prepared for everything, but you can be prepared for most things. You can be prepared for most things. And I'm telling you that when that first wave hits, be prepared for the second one. Be prepared for the third one. Be prepared for the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. You cannot know every wave that's going to hit, but you can be prepared for most of those waves. Okay? After he builds his 6 to 12 month reserve, he goes and he buys a house. He's like, hey, baby, let's sit down and let's start a family. Okay? Let's raise our family in this house. You know, I've always wanted to raise my kids in the same. I don't have any kids, but if I ever do have kids, I want to raise them in the exact same house. All the way up. All the way until they graduate from high school. That's the way I was raised. After I moved here to Hawaii, I was raised and brought up in the exact same house. I moved here when I was 9. Yeah. I came out here when I was 9, and I'm currently 25. And only for like the past 6 years have I not been living at home. So aside from that 6 years gap, in 25 and then 6 years ago, whatever age that is, what is that? 19-ish? 19, 21-ish? Up until then, that area, I lived at home. All my memories, all my childhood memories are in a single house, in a single neighborhood. So Eddie tells his wife, Susan, hey, look, we're gonna go buy a house in Ewa Beach. We're gonna raise our kids out there. And they're gonna know this neighborhood like the back of their hand, and we'll never have to worry because our kids are gonna have this on lockdown. All right. And then he decides, look, Susan, I'm getting super old. I'm like 82 years old. Okay, I can start to see the light now. So now Eddie goes out and he gets his life insurance. He protects his life. Guys, we will protect our cars the minute we get them, car insurance. We will protect our money the minute we put it in the bank. We will protect our house. I was going to say home. We will protect our car, our house, our money the minute we get those things. The minute it happens to us, we protect it. We put insurance on it. Why did we wait until we're 65 to get life insurance? Why do we wait until we're 65? So you know what? 5% of America lives here at the top. 5% of America. Okay? My goal is to switch it. I want 95% of America to live at the top and the 5% to live at the bottom. Okay? I want you guys to understand this concept. Okay? When you shift the mindset, when you shift the thinking, the actions will follow. Okay? So now here you have Teddy and Susan. Okay? So Teddy and Susan. So Teddy, before he grows up and goes to school and gets good grades and gets a good job, Teddy's dad tells Teddy, "Hey, look, son, you're 18, and I need you to go out and get life insurance." Teddy's like, "What the hell? I'm too young. I got plenty of my life." Teddy's dad tells him, "Hey, look, check it out, man. Death doesn't care how old you are. It doesn't care who you are, your nationality, your race, your background. It doesn't give a damn." Okay? And I'm sure that all of us can contest to it because look at where we are now. Okay, look at the flu, guys. Like, you think the flu cares if you're the CEO of a $1 billion company? No, it doesn't. It's gonna hit you. It doesn't care if you're fresh out the womb. It's gonna hit you. The flu doesn't give a damn who you are, where you're from, how much money you got in your bank account. It doesn't care. It's gonna hit you. It's one of those things. Okay? So you need to protect yourself here and now. So Teddy goes out and gets life insurance at the age of 18. And he keeps it with him because he has whole life, so he's completely covered for the rest of his life. Okay? Teddy goes out. And Teddy's dad tells him, "Hey, look, you can't be prepared for everything, but you can be prepared for most things. So I'm gonna need you to start a savings at the age of 18. When you can afford to put away $200 to $300 a month. Because we all know that once we hit 45, $200 to $300 a month in savings is just crazy talk. Why am I gonna do that? I have bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? That car insurance isn't gonna pay itself. Food's not gonna put itself on the table. The lights are just gonna magically stay on. I can't save $200 to $300 a month. But when you're 18, you can. When you're 18 working at Taco Bell, you damn right you can save $200 to $300 a month. You damn right. I don't see you paying mortgage, boo-boo. Okay? So at 18, he starts his reserve. He starts to build 6 to 12 months of emergency funds. Does he know how much those emergency funds need to be? No, he doesn't. But because he's so young, he can put away so much more in the beginning. And compound effect will continue to come in. The compound effect will come in and it'll build on that. That's a different keynote. But he gets older. He meets Susan and he says, "Hey, look, I got a good job. I make good money. Let's settle down. Let's buy a house." You know? So they go out, they get a place together. And then when he realizes that his financial structure is completely solid, he's protected. His life is protected. Emergencies are protected. He's ready for them. And now he has his own home. Now he can gamble a little bit. Now he can get into the stock market and see what returns he can get from the stock market. Okay, now he can afford to let his money just sit in the stock market and either wither away, or if he's doing it right, it'll increase over time. We all know how the stock market works. But he waited until his structure was completely sound before he decided to gamble his money. You see that? The 5% of America says, "I will gamble when I am completely sure that my foundation is solid. 95% of America said no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh no. We're gonna gamble it right now. While we're gambling, we're gonna go ahead and build a reserve. Okay, and now we all know how savings work, right? We've all been there. I've been there. I know I have. Okay. You pay the bills and you go out for the weekend, and whatever you have before the next paycheck comes in, that's what you save. Am I right or am I right? Guys, save. Pay yourself first. Save first. Pay your bills second. And then gamble your money because everything else is taken care of. You are taken care of. Your foundation is completely solid. It is unshakable. You're protected. Look at the 5%. They're protected. They have a reserve. So now if any emergency problems arise, they have that reserve. And since I forget his name, I think it was Timmy, whatever his name is, the 5% have that 6 to 12 months reserve. If anything is to happen, they are protected. Their money is protected. Their life is protected. All he has to do is add his wife and his kids into his life insurance policy. That's it. That's it. He's already protected. He's already got it. They don't have to worry. That's the point of this. Okay? I'm smart. I know all about worrying, dog. I don't know if all the Polynesian cultures are like this, but for me, I grew up around it. You don't want to know what it's like. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't want to know what I'm talking about. You don't want to know what it's like to worry about how to put food on the table. You don't want to know what it's like to keep the lights on. Okay? You don't want to know about that. Trust me. Because it's not a pretty sight. So be that 5% that takes care of themselves. Because you can only, my uncle used to tell me, you can only help someone who wants to be helped. You can only love someone as much as you have love for yourself. You cannot help another person if you can barely help yourself. If your foundation is not solid, how do you expect to help another person make their foundation solid? Gee, I'm telling you, that 5%, look at it. It's different. It's new. It works. It works. I say make the change now. Protect yourself. Protect your money. And then build your life. You can't take it when you leave. I can tell you that. But you're not gone yet, man. You're not gone yet. Get your in order. Excuse my language, but get your shit in order. And then go out and play. It's like our parents used to tell us. Do your homework first, and then you can go play. Eat your dinner first, and then you can have dessert. And then you can have the ice cream with the whipped cream and frosting. Huh? With the Hershey's coming on. Yeah? Or like what my uncle used to say. Go sleep first, and then you can go to the pool, and then you guys can swim. Okay? Get your life in order, guys. Protect your life. Protect your finances. Put that roof over your head, and then go out and play. Go gamble that money in the stock market. Let it just sit there, accumulate, or completely just drain, depending on how you do it, if you're doing it right. Okay? But in all of these 4 stages, the way that 5% has it set up is, if I need my money and I need it now, I can get it. If something ever happens to me, you are taken care of 100%. Trust me. Okay? So, you guys know the routine. If you guys want to learn more, you guys are interested in learning more, hit the comment button. Okay? Hit the like button. Send me a message or an email. I'm always willing to chat. Always. I'm always looking for a new connection. Okay? So, Until next time, guys. I hope you guys liked the keynote. I hope it wasn't too far fetched. All right. Till next time. Oh, and remember, build a legacy.